I'm so excited today. It's Power 105.1, by the way. Jessie Reyez is here, and she is my guest today, first of all. Let's give her a proper...
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
People have thrown your name across my radar for a little while now. Some more passionately, some like kind of passionately, like, you got this girl, Jessie. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I was telling you in the elevator, like, just life. Sometimes it takes you a minute to get to something just because there's not enough hours in the day, right? And then I saw you on BET. So she comes out on the Rising Star, and you have such a dope, like, unique, not just voice, but spirit.
Thank you.
That immediately I was like, oh, who's that? And then I was like, oh my God, this is the girl everybody been telling me that I need to check out. So then after that, immediately the next day I spent some time with the album and I got it. I get it.
Thank you.
So I'm so happy you're here.
I'm stoked. I'm excited.
Tell me a story. I want to know everything about you. Like, where did you come? What little planet did you come from? How did you become?
My dad's nuts.
Is he really?
He's kidding. No, he's good. He's good.
Okay.
He's in a good way. So my mom's a saint, so I guess they're very, very opposite, which I guess isn't that like uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of made me, and I'm a Gemini also, so I guess it just contributes to me being in my polarity, you know?
Are they artists? Are they like creative spirits?
Yeah, my mom and dad both played. I mean, I started playing in the choir in church and singing in church, and my dad plays too, and my mom was playing for a bit. But she works a lot with kids. In Colombia, she was a preschool teacher. Yeah, man. And then when you move, as an immigrant, you go somewhere else and they want you to do school all over again. So didn't have the money or the time to do it. So she started a daycare at the house. And so I grew up my whole life with
little kids?
Yeah, little kids just surrounding the house, which was dope.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. But my dad's the opposite, man. My dad's just very direct, no bullshit, no time for bullshit. But I love that honesty. I feel like he's made me an honest human being in that way, But from Toronto, born in Toronto, and then moved around to Brampton and then Florida, and then out of my suitcase and my guitar case now.
And when did this music thing happen for you? Like, when did the gift show?
Thank you. My mom said I was standing in front of the TV singing opera when I was hella little. I don't remember that, but
hella little, like what?
Like 3. And then they saw that I had I don't know, I was gravitating towards it. And
oh my God, that must have been so cute.
I did piano for a few years and then guitar, and then I fell in love with dance.
What kind of dance were you studying?
I started with salsa and cumbia.
So you're really, really good, right?
I'm okay.
You know that's on my bucket list. Like, one of the things in my life, it is on my bucket list, is to be able to dance salsa at a level that's respectable.
Yeah?
In front of people.
Yeah.
It's like a bucket list thing. But I keep putting it off because I'm terrified. Because I don't think, I could a little bit, but I tend to lead. I don't.
I got you. We just need a little bit of tequila and we're good. Yo, I swear to God, man, you could do anything when you're a little drunk.
Did you ever see the video of the guy dancing to Aguanile on the treadmill?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to send it to you. He's doing salsa, but he's on the treadmill. He's going off on the thing and he's doing it to Aguanile. And I posted it once. I was like, this is goals. This is on my bucket list to be able to dance salsa publicly. So yeah, maybe you'll help me. We'll do it together.
Hell yeah. I still love it. I still love it. It's just not my
it's just not your purpose.
Passion. Yeah. My purpose, but I love it. Especially at home. That was my dad bumping cumbia every Sunday. Actually every day, but Sundays was Sunday was the day.
Yeah, but you incorporate it, right? You can incorporate it in your
dance.
Just in being an artist and being a performer and being
just vibe out on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things when I was listening to the album, I don't know, I immediately got a sense sometimes you listen to artists and you could tell I don't even know if people wrote songs for you or not, or if you're writing your own. You're writing it, right? Yeah, I could tell.
The Figures is the only one with Shy Carter, and because it was crazy how it happened, because I was originally at a writing camp writing for other artists, and he ended up staying, but every other song on the project is just me.
Yeah, that's how it felt to me. Because you could tell the difference when an artist is singing songs or being produced.
Thank you.
Versus somebody who is sharing their experience, sharing something honest. And that's what made me oh, she's a special little one.
Thank you so much.
She's a little special one. Then that little voice. Oh my God.
Thank you.
So anyway, I want to go through the album tracks with you.
Cool.
There's a couple because I don't want to forget while you're here. But also Gatekeeper is when I was talking about this on my podcast. Shout out to Miss Info. I was putting her on to this song because I I just resonated with it. It took me to a place like early in my career and having those same kind of feelings and whatever. And I never heard somebody talk about it or sing about it. And so for people who haven't heard it, the song on the album is called Gatekeeper. It's about
female sexual abuse in the music industry. Any sexual abuse in the music industry, but my perspective is female, so that's where I was talking from. And it's from the point of view of the aggressor and
the person of power.
The person of power.
The power.
Yeah, the verses are the point of view. Well, actually, everything is, but it's just a story of something that happened to me like years ago, and it was. I don't know. I never meant it to be like I'll always talk about it this way. I never meant it to be. It's not like I was like, all right, we're gonna do this and it's gonna be important and we're gonna talk about something that's never been talked about. It was just like, if I broke my finger today, I would sing about having broken my finger tomorrow and how like that breakup put me through hell. And I wrote figures like this is just a night that happened to me, and I talked about it. And then the way people resonated with it and the way people reacted with it, or like spoke out or shared it, it was just crazy. It was crazy how that had that effect.
Tell me all the whack shit that people tried to make you do on the come up. Come in. No, because people probably would be surprised.
That shit is verbatim what happened that night.
Really?
That shit is verbatim. There's a short film that goes into it more. But everything in that
video
song,
I saw the video.
Yeah, everything in that song is verbatim how it happened, which is shitty. Like there's shit that's left out of it. There's shit that's left out that was just it's inútil. Like it's strut. How you gonna why strut? Like if someone said I'm really interested in music and this and that, and then they're like, all right, cool, you got a sick voice. Can we see you strut for us? Someone said that to me once, and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, strut. It shit like that or shit.
What did you do?
I didn't. I stood there and I was like,
but what did you say?
Okay. I was younger, so I wasn't as like I feel like having a voice and being assertive like that comes more with age, and this was years ago, but I was quiet, but I said no. I was like confused, and I didn't want to come off as a bitch, and I was around other people that were influential, and I knew that this was an opportunity to do something, and I was still like, this is before the night had taken a turn for the absolute worst. So I was still in my head trying to like view it as a positive and not completely lose hope in how I could turn this night around. And that had happened before that. So that was like the first indication of like, fuckery's about to happen. Like, this isn't normal.
Isn't it funny how you always get a warning shot?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Honestly. But shit like if you're in a studio and it's a late night session and you're one of the few females or only females in there, but your purpose is in there to work as a creative, and other mans walk in and they see you, a lot of times dude will just like, well, or you walk in, vice versa, they'll assume that you're there for another reason. And when they say hello to everyone, they'll address the men and say, oh, hi, what's up? Oh, hey, what's up? Like, hail up. And then just walk by you or the other girls that might be in there that you might not even know. Because I didn't know anybody. I was there working. This is a different occasion. And they just walk by over you. And I was like, man, but this is when I was older. This is only a year and a half ago. And I looked around and I was like, what the fuck? So I what the fuck to myself, because I think that it's important to move in a type of way where you're still respectful and you don't have to be a jerk about it, but you could be assertive. So I got up and I was like, hi, nice to meet you. After he had like said hello to everyone, and I was like, nice to meet you. My name is Jessie. And he was like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. And it wasn't, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's ingrained. I don't know if he was trying to be asshole.
It says more about that person.
Yeah, you know. Dang. But afterwards, he was like, oh, okay, hi, nice to meet you. Like, you teach people how to treat you. Shit like that.
Where did you get that from? Your parents? Your parents?
My mom and dad. Yeah, my mom and dad have always taught me like self-respect is important and to move that way.
It's just when you're on the come up, man, and you're trying to find your space, it puts you almost, if you don't have that type of center or that type of, like you said, like just that strength to say that, you know, a young girl coming in the game, that you're in a vulnerable position because you're counting on people to help you fulfill your dreams, and you're not really sure you're in a new place, and so not everyone, so it's important for you to say those things, because I think I'm sure you're not the only person that has those feelings.
No, and I always feel like it's just it was really easy for me to have said yes too. It was really easy for me to have gone down the other route, because you're right, and when you're younger, you're just not as smart. You become smarter the older you get, and the more days that you spend on Earth. So it's shitty that it happens.
Yeah, but then sometimes you get stupid on certain days when you get older too. You do get smarter. You do get more centered. And you know yourself better. But you know, I got, you know, you could be 70 and still making some stupid ass mistakes. So what else on the album what else do you feel like? I mean, you probably feel like every song on the album tells a story, right?
I mean, yeah, every song on the album is a on the EP is a real story. Like, it's just an account of shit that I went through. Or an account of a fantasy. Fuck, it was a fantasy. I wish I crashed that motherfucker's car. That was a fantasy.
That part was fantasy?
That part was fantasy. But everything else was accurate.
Did you hear from that person after the song?
Yeah.
And? Did they know?
Just accept the madness. Yeah. They just accept the aggression after a certain point.
I think they have no choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you see for yourself? I know you're kind of still at the beginnings and this is all just happening, but like, what do you see your career looking like? Like, do you have a vision for it?
Yeah, I want to keep working hard, and I want to keep hustling and treating. I don't want to get comfortable whatsoever, complacent. I want Grammys on my wall. I want to buy my dad a farm. I want to start an orphanage and name it after my mom. And when I die, I want to die a legend, and I want to know that I left like a fucking legacy and some good shit and made a difference. That's the vision.
Well, damn. You know how you see like videos of like when people are like icons, and then you see like when they're just starting. Did you ever see that video of Madonna on Soul Train?
What'd she say?
There's a video of Madonna. Dick Clark is interviewing Madonna, and he says, "What do you see for yourself, or what is your dream?" And she's like, with no hesitation, says, "To rule the world." It was just like you couldn't front of her. Like whoever this young girl was on there, you just knew that she was gonna be something.
Ooh.
So hopefully that'll be your moment.
God willing.
Who are your like artists that you resonate and connect to?
Amy Winehouse, I love. Bob Marley, I love. Those are like my 1A, 1B. Amy Winehouse and Bob Marley. And then me growing up was Carlos Vives and Alquimia and Grupo Nietzsche and Shakira, like old Shakira when she had the dreads and shit.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Have you met her?
No, not yet.
How many of you from Colombia are there?
I mean, shit, a few, eh?
All right.
A few.
I mean, okay, fine. In this space, in a crossover space, I mean, you consider yourself in a crossover space? Or coming into it?
I don't know, because what's crazy is like, it's not like I shy away from it, and it's not like I my first language is Spanish. Yo aprendí a hablar español antes que inglés. Yo hablaba español en la casa todo el día. But it wasn't intentional to try to like, some people try to talk about demographics when they're coming out with an album or an EP, and they talk about touching Latino and then crossover and all that stuff. We was just talking, and that shit just came out, and the only thing that's like legit all Spanish on there is my parents' voicemail. And when we did the first tour 2 months ago, and it was crazy to see like Latinos come out, and it was crazy to see like Colombian flags waving in the audience and stuff, and I was like, this is dope, because it was not like it was targeted, but people just like feel it and identify and want to come out and want to wave the flag, and like, I don't know, it's dope. But I sing in Spanish too, I do all that stuff, but it was cool to see that it's not like we aimed for it, and it's still connected.
You're gonna do something in Spanish, yes?
Yeah, there's a song on Romeo Santos' album that I made it on called Un Vuelo Ala. That's my first like Spanish thing.
That's an amazing first Spanish thing. It's crazy. How your first Spanish thing is on Romeo's album? Out of all spaces that you could be in.
That's some fuckery, eh?
How did that happen?
Because his homie sent him a video of like months ago. His homie sent him a video of someone doing a cover of the song, and then because his homie was like, look at what my girl sent me, because like his girl was mad or something, and then he looked up the original song, and then he saw me, and he was like, oh, I fuck with this, like I like this, I want to work with her, and it was just that simple. And he like his team reached out to my team, and then we linked up, and which was crazy because the first concert I ever went to was Aventura.
Really?
I was like 14, yeah, in Toronto.
Did you tell him that?
Hell yeah. I told him at the end of the session, I was like, listen, man, like this is some crazy shit. And
he's like the nicest guy that could be, right?
So nice.
No ego, like
so nice and so supportive, and like hella supportive, hella empowering, and like that's so cool to see in someone. so cool to see in someone. It's so cool to feel that kind of energy, especially as like a rookie, as someone coming in, and to get that kind of like apoyo and that kind of guidance is like dope.
Really dope.
Yeah, man.
Yay, Romeo. That's so dope. So they could see you, so they could hear the joint on Romeo's album, and then of course the EP is out, and you guys could check that out. And then what's the plans for like you're on the road? And
I just got back from Norway like last week. I did a few festivals out there, which was like hella fun. It was the longest crowd surf I've ever done in my life. Was out there.
You're not afraid to do that?
No, man, I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I fucking love it. I'm the kind, I like love
You're
heights.
crazy.
Oh no, I love heights. I love like roller coasters. I love all that shit. Love it.
What do? You jump off the stage into the crowd?
Yeah, or you jump, or you climb on the railing, and that way you could kind of like.
Good Lord, woman!
It's so dope. It's fun, man. It's so fun.
So they catch you, and then they fly you around, and then they
and then they just jam with you, and then they just lift you up and jam with you.
And no fear in that.
Nah, man. My mom's been to a few shows, and like I brought them on tour with me. They were with me in the European tour, which was dope because my folks had never been to Europe, and I brought my mom and dad, and they were. The fear, like that energy is like always over here. Like if my mom's over here, she's like, you just, my managers die laughing if they look over at her and it looks like she's like watching death go down.
I would be standing next to her if I was at the show with the same equal fear, and you're not even my child. I would be terrified. I don't know. It's always scared me. That always is scary.
It's
so
fun,
scary.
man.
Well, good. Yeah, well,
Fun.
better you than me. So yeah, the album. I mean, the EP. I keep calling it an album because it feels like a full album.
It's all good. Thank you.
It clearly has a lot of life. So that'll give you some good touring. You'll just tour that for a while, right?
Yeah, man. Touring for a little bit and then just working right now in the studio and creating and we're dropping another visual real soon, which I'm excited for.
And for which one?
A great one.
Okay.
We shot that in Colombia actually.
Dope.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So, you did Jimmy Fallon. I missed the Fallon show. I heard actually that was a great performance.
Thanks.
Is it weird for you now to be having this moment and having these new outlets and these big stages and national television shows? And
I love it.
You do?
I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm happy. This is what I've been chasing my entire life. Like from as young as I can remember, it's all like music. So to finally be able to like see a little bit of fruit and like have my mom and dad beside me and be proud and be happy, and like I always thought about like some people like treat friends like family or like family, but like the people that are important to you, I always thought about how it was important for me to share that with them. And I was always scared when I was like growing up to be like, man, fuck, what if this takes me longer than I expected and we can't all be on earth to like show them? Like that always scared me so much.
What do you mean?
Like in case I passed away or someone else passed away,
that you wouldn't be able to fulfill this.
Yeah, and share it and like make my dad proud and make my mom proud with this stuff and like just show them that I did it. And so I'm really conscious of the fact that I could die tomorrow and family can die tomorrow and anything can happen. So to know that I could share this right now and like today I can share this and like my mom and dad are beside me and like, that is like, that brings me so much joy that this is all coming to fruition like right now.
And what do you think the purpose is for you? Your purpose with the music?
I think what I want it to be is what I said earlier. I just want to make sure that my life meant something, and I want to help little girls that were scared to like chase it, like how I was scared to chase it, and I want to help kids come into their voice and be proud of who they are and be proud of their differences and realize that school and high school isn't fucking life, and you think it's life when you're in it, but there's a whole world that you could dominate or you can conquer or you can fight against after the fact, and that it's important not to be an asshole and it's important to be a good person.
It's so important not to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Why don't people get that? It's just, you should make a song.
Not to be an asshole?
Don't be an asshole.
Man, Figures is telling a motherfucker not to be an asshole.
Yes. I've
been cussing like crazy. Am I allowed to cuss?
I curse all the time.
Okay,
I say curse, you say cuss. It's the same thing. I have the worst mouth in America. It's amazing that I've been on the radio this long without fines. I just came back from Hawaii. I went to Maui for a wedding. My cousin and my godson got married, and they have a saying. It's called pono.
Okay.
And so they say, I was with an Uber X, and the guy was saying that somebody cut him off, And he was so calm. I was like, "You're so calm. You don't get road rage. We get road rage when somebody does that." He was like, that's his energy or whatever. He said, "You just got to do what's pono." And I was like, "Well, what's that?" And so it's like a Hawaiian term. It means just do what's right. Just do the right thing.
I like
just do good. Just
That's
do
cool.
just do what's pono. And I was like, the whole world should just do that. Like if we could just do that and not be an asshole.
Yeah.
I think we just figured everything out.
Call all the presidents.
Call the president. Call the press.
Call the UN. Just do the right thing.
It was an eclipse today, and Jessie and I figured everything out.
Yeah. And we set the reset.
It was a good day. It was a good day. Congrats on everything. It was so amazing to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I have a prediction that we'll have many more of these to come.
Amen.
And I look forward to watching how you progress. I think you're gonna have an amazing career.
Thank you for having me. This is crazy. I don't know, like this is nuts. Thank you so much for having me.
You're so sweet. Thank you, baby. I'm happy you're here. One time for Jessie Reyez. Spy 105.1.
Okie dokie, okie, keep it low key like Dolo, bro. Or we'll go blow the lottie. Sadis, I was shoddy. Wildin' up off OD, wildin' like a coyote. If I sip any Henny, my belly just might be outy. Pull up inside a Huggy, Sasky and Hudger Dougie. I just open up the back end and now I lash my Dougie. Tonight she'll be yelling, 2 weeks she'll be yelling. Used to like orange cassettes with Timmy, Tommy, and Chucky. Chucky, Jesus, pieces, Jesus, love me. Put Visine in my ass when my grandma fucking hug me, yeah. And I know you still remember me. Flow look like my daddy. Had time to go hunting, yeah. Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burnt holes in my hoodie, so my homies think it's like I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Yeah, cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burnt holes in my hoodie, so my homies think it's like I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over eyes. We'll share shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. Top provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know love. I gotta know.